Welcome to Open for Business, the Gallatin Valley's only local business and consumer talk show featuring Tom Egelhoff, the Man Entrepreneur magazine radio called the leading authority in the United States for doing business in small town. Here he is, speaker, author, small business consultant, and Mrs. Egelhoff's favorite son, Tom Egelhoff.
All right, welcome everyone. Open for Business. We air every Saturday live from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Mountain Time on AM 1450 KMMS in Bozeman, 1340 KPRK in Livingston, Montana. If you'd like to be a part of the big broadcast, go to KMMSAM.com and click Listen Live. The call-in number during the show, 406-522-TALK, 406-522-8255. I'm here, you're here. Let's get the show on the road. All right, welcome back, everyone. It's August 27th, 2016, 25 minutes before the top of the hour. I want to welcome you to the podcast portion of Open for Business. Each week, I share some tips and tricks I've learned over the years about advertising, marketing, promotions, and building strong, successful businesses. I do these Open for Business podcasts live every Saturday between 11:30 and noon Mountain Time from the studios of AM 1450 KMMS in Bozeman and 1340 KPRK in Livingston, Montana. And, of course, we stream worldwide on the net at KMMSAM.com. If you missed any of my previous podcasts, you'll find them all on my YouTube channel. While you're there, why not subscribe to my YouTube channel and you'll never miss another podcast. You'll also find my podcast on my website at smalltownmarketing.com. That's smalltownmarketing.com. Go about halfway down the homepage on the left side, and you'll find a link to the podcast page and the YouTube page so you can catch up on any of my podcasts that you might have missed. Today's topic, I want to talk about how to move your small business from beginning to success. A business is never stagnant. It's always moving in one direction or the other, either towards success or in some cases away from it. Today, I want to discuss how to keep moving towards success no matter what stage of development your business might be in. You're going to be required to have a variety of business decisions. Some will have immediate impact on your business, while others will affect the long-term life of your business. Here are some things to look for at each level of your business development. Things to look for before you start your business. The success of any business is in direct proportion to the planning that goes into it. You don't decide to start a business and immediately quit your day job. There's some things you need to watch out for during this stage. Don't take on a lot of expenses immediately. Don't run out and rent a building if you can do the same job at home. There'll be plenty of time for the building later. Only take on expenses and obligations that are absolutely necessary. And do your research. Make sure you do your homework. Is there truly a need for this product or service? Is the need really there, or do you just think it is? Before you assume that there is a need, test it with as many possible customers as you can without breaking the bank. Make sure that you keep your personal finances under control. Don't give up things like life insurance, health insurance, medical coverage to create additional money for your business. Retirement will come someday. Think about it now, not later. Don't get in over your head with loans or other obligations. Many businesses are started with money from credit cards, family members, and/or investors. If you take these on, you must be able to pay them back. Keep your credit strong. You'll need it down the line. Don't think gross, think net. If you have a product that sells for $20 and you sell $100 a month, you'll have $2,000. Well, you don't have $2,000. You have $2,000 before expenses. You'll probably have something closer to about $500 or less. Even the simplest home-based business can have a lot of fixed and variable expenses. So how can you reduce those expenses? Well, you need to know how much the business must do to reach the break-even point. One way to do that is to write your own business plan. Nothing you can do for your business is more important than this. Your success depends on it. Most people spend more time planning a vacation than planning the success of their business. A business plan will force you to look at all aspects of the business before you start. Without a business plan, you'll be making decisions based on how you feel at the moment instead of what is best for your potential business. If you need additional help with your business plan, you can contact your local SCORE chapter. They provide free help and advice. You can find your nearest office by going to score.org. Another source for the Small Business Administration at sba.gov. Next, you need to make sure you're legal. Don't skip on business licenses or other requirements to make your business legal. If you want others to take your business seriously, you need to take it seriously. You need to have a business phone number. You need to have a business checking account. If the IRS audits you and you don't have those things, you are a hobby and none of your deductions will be allowed. Getting the business off the ground. This is the most critical part of your business life. It's during this stage that 90% of all businesses fail. Your money runs out before the business can reach the break-even point and become self-sustaining. Just when you thought you had all the expenses covered, more pop up. Maybe a job is done wrong and must be redone at your expense. A sale you were counting on to finance something falls through. Sometimes a single incident can put you out of business. Here are some things to watch for as your business expands. You can't be a one-person business forever. Sooner or later, you're going to need some help. Now, it's hard to start delegating work to others because you're convinced that no one can do it as well as you. Now, this may be true, but in order for the business to survive, it must be done. So get organized. As you get busier, you'll be juggling more balls in the air. Take care of commitments and return phone messages. And by all means, get paid. If you perform a service, you deserve to get paid on time. Don't let account receivable slide. Be tactful and diplomatic in your collection efforts, but it must be collected. It's the lifeblood of your business. Next, we need to get to the break-even point, and this is the primary goal. Grow the business to that point. The business can't take your money forever. Sooner or later, it must be self-sustaining. Sooner this happens, the better your life will be. If your needs are small, to make this happen, consider the SBA microloan program. They can do loans from $100 up to $25,000. And be hard to work for. Now, I don't mean on your employees, I mean be hard on yourself. Working at home can be difficult. It's not a chance to catch up on cleaning and housework. If you wouldn't do it at a regular job, don't do it at home. Be disciplined about your workday. Reward yourself. All your effort and hard work deserves something. It may be some time before you can afford to pay yourself a real salary. But I would suggest that you set aside some business money for your retirement. At least pay yourself that. Growing the business once it's up and running. If your business has passed the break-even point, congratulations. Now it's time to think about growing the business without letting the growth get out of hand. You'll have some decisions you have to make. Like the Microsoft commercial says, where do you want to go today? You have the power to decide where you want to take your business and how fast and how you will finance that growth. Now, here are some points to consider. Make sure you know what growth is. Just because gross sales are increasing doesn't mean the profits are too. Learn how to read the numbers on your financial statements. And delegation. Delegate, delegate, delegate. As the owner of the business, your time should be taken up with the bigger decisions affecting the company. You may need to leave the day-to-day operation of the business to someone else, but be sure they're on the same page with you about what you want your company to accomplish. Watch your competition. Your competition has probably paid little attention to you when you were small, but as you begin to threaten them, they're going to come after you. They're not going to let you take market share away from them without a fight. One of the first things they'll probably do is reduce prices in the hope they can cut into your profit margins. Trust your instincts. By this I mean don't make decisions based solely on emotion. Use facts and figures, but you'll also have a feeling about your business or industry based on all the research and study you've done. You know where you want the business to go, and you have that vision. If your instincts are to move in a certain direction, then do it. You may not always be right, but you'll usually be right more times than you'll be wrong. And never stop studying. In this age of electronics and information products and industries are changing rapidly. Don't fall behind in technologies that will contribute to the success of your business. Subscribe to industry publications. Take the time to read them. Join the industry associations, attend trade shows or training sessions on a regular basis. These are the folks who will keep you up to speed on your industry. Your competition's worst nightmare is seeing you in the same place as they are. So how do you deal with tough times when they come? Okay, you've been in business for a couple of years, growth has been good, but all of a sudden business falls off. You do less than last year and less than the year before that. You're losing market share to competitors, and employee morale is down. With bad financials, getting money from the outside becomes difficult. So here's some tips for dealing with those tough times for keeping your head above water. First of all, you got to identify the problem. Is it internal or external? External problems, things that happen outside your four walls, may be beyond your control. Internal problems may be cash flow problems, quality control. These you have some control over, but you can't solve any problem till you know what it is. Rally your friends. Business friends are the ones you need during tough times. This is the real beauty of small towns. Even fierce competitors will often help each other when one gets in trouble. They may lend inventory or even employees when necessary. If you've been a good customer with your bank, contact them and ask for their help, either with loans or a reduced payment for a short time to help you out. If you've been good in the past, they may work with you. Self-financing. If times are really tough, you may need to turn to yourself and your savings or home equity for the finances to get past the tough times. However, it's never a wise decision to lose all your savings and your home to try to save your business. Some do it successfully, but a large number do not and lose it all. Cut the fat. Loyal employees are worth their weight in gold, but sometimes you must release anyone who is not directly responsible for producing profit. Some employees will accept a temporary cut in pay to keep the company afloat, keep their job. So learn from adversity. One of my favorite quotes is, "In every adversity, there is a seed of an equal or greater benefit." Learn from your mistakes and move on. Don't dwell on what might have been. Concentrate on moving forward in a positive way. I believe the secret to success in any business is information. The more you know about your own business and your industry, the more successful you'll be. The person who has the knowledge has the advantage. You and what you know are the biggest asset to your success. And that's the podcast. If you missed any of my previous podcasts, you'll find them all on my YouTube channel. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Or you'll find my podcasts on my website at smalltownmarketing.com. That's smalltownmarketing.com. Go about halfway down the homepage on the left, and you'll find a link to the podcast page so you can catch up on any of my podcasts that you might have missed. So tune in each Saturday, and let's build successful businesses together.